Gordon Freeman. One of the greatest and most attractive characters ever thought up. He can sprint with his HEV suit, take out enemies with the gravity gun, and best of all, he's orange-colored and knows how to handle the males. Speaking of males, the Half-Life universe might also be classified as half-erect, because there's such a mess of very beautiful and tough men that it will make you love the franchise even more. And since Valentine's Day is right around the corner, I've been inspired to make a top 10 list of the most beautiful male Half-Life characters. Grab yourself a snack and a glass of orange juice and try not to reach through the screen, because here we go! Number 10. Try this question on for size. Who chases and hugs Gordon all the time and wields a powerful briefcase? Why, it's G-Man, of course! Though more of a cutie than a hottie, you can't deny the fact that he's still attractive. Two things that make him attractive are the fact that he wears a suit, and when have you ever seen two big, very sharp corners of hair sticking out of a person's head? I haven't. So once again, G-Man is lovely. That is, until he goes berserk and starts putting you into indefinite stasis. Who's at number 9? It's this alien overlord guy from a distant planet, Nihilanth from Half-Life. His forces arrived on the character's planet to deliver a message saying that the planet was under attack by his forces. He doesn't do much except float around and look like a giant fetus. The real reason he lands at the number 9 spot is that his death gives the Vortigaunts freedom, something the Vortigaunts needed for a long time. Numero 8. Alex Vance's father, Eli. He's attractive and the size of an average human mother. What really surprises me about him is that the double agent of the Resistance, Judith Mossman, falls in love with him. Kinda silly, don't you think? He's another character that doesn't do much, but in episode 2 of Half-Life 2, he helps Dr. Magnuson get a satellite in space to close the Combine portal along with Gordon and friends. What number's next? 7, of course. Father Grigori from Half-Life 2. People always root for the good guys, but sometimes the priests steal the show. His mechanical IQ is equal to Alex. He also happens to be the sole survivor of Ravenholm. I wonder why he isn't dead. With suspended vehicles and spinning blades, his specialty is laying traps for headcrab zombies. With a very bald and smooth head, a Slavic accent, and droopy eyes, Father Grigori will rock your socks. If only we could see him take wing. Numero 6. Barney Calhoun from Half-Life Blue Shift. Former Black Mesa security guard turned undercover Metro cop, Barney is the apprentice of Eli Vance. He's yet another character that hardly does a thing except beg Dr. Kleiner to stop teleporting things. He also gives Gordon his crowbar so that Gordon can break some wooden objects. When you're a spy for the Resistance, you need to look your best, and Barney delivers perfectly. That's why he's number 6. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Adrian Shephard from Half-Life Opposing Force. How could you go wrong with a guy that looks like this? He can run nearly as fast as Gordon, and he went from being a Marine corporal to being a G-Man employee. Next to the Gene Worm, he looks more humanoid than the other characters. Who could top someone who has a big green hat? This male, standing at number 4, Wallace Breen. One word, administrator. How would you like to have that occupation? I mean, Breen could play around in the Citadel for hours and he would be perfectly fine. Also, his haircut and beard make him look like a white Eli. I really like the fact that his love interest is the telekinetic Combine advisor. The combination of mind-moving and propaganda superpowers make these two a reliable couple. But what really lands Breen in the number 4 spot is that his attitude is apparently more different from the other males. Next up is number 3. What's better than having a male with rectangular glasses? How about a male with rectangular glasses and no hair? Dr. Isaac Kleiner, another Half-Life 2 character, has that feature. He's smart, knows exactly what to do as a freedom fighter, and even teleported a cat once. He's also the guy of Lamar the Headcrab's dreams. Lucky him. His younger self in Half-Life is just downright hot. Just look at that long lab coat. Now we're talking. 1, 2, button my shoe. Dog. There's a lot to say about this character. He's a giant robot, Eli's first invention, the only character that doesn't wear clothes. Brave and athletic, the least humanoid character, and is like a mother to Alex. In Half-Life 2 Episode 2, a cowardly Strider tries to kill Dog, but doesn't succeed because he's a coward. The robot is also a semi-perfect example of an excellent love interest, although there were a couple of times when he really snapped and acted like a lunatic. In the gravity gun tutorial, that is. But overall, Dog really stands out amongst the slew of males, not just because he's Eli's first official invention, or because he's the only one who doesn't wear clothes, but because in the games he is made of metal and fights enemies with Gordon. So, you've seen an interdimensional businessman, an alien, two gorgeous scientists, and even a robot. Who could possibly top these kinds of males? Well, get ready, folks. This is the #1 hottest Half-Life male character. Odessa Cubbage. If anybody denies it, how dare you? This man can talk, he's as strong as Eli, and is an excellent leader, teaching Gordon how to use the RPG. Instead of having one love interest, he has 0. Being a resistance leader, he's only interested in one object set: weapons, especially the rocket-propelled grenades. There actually have been situations where Odessa's cleavage has been exposed, but it eventually got censored. What a price to pay. I think the best part about this beauty is that he wears a hat, unlike the other male characters. And who wouldn't want to walk around new little Odessa, have a mustache like the neighbor, and flirt with any male, anytime, anywhere? These 3 traits make Odessa Cubbage triumph over all the Half-Life males. My hat goes off to you, Valve. You ought to be proud. There you have it, folks. Those were the hottest male hunks in the Half-Life universe. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you later. Here we go!